everyone, I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and we have some Star Wars toy news. I love talking about toys. You can probably see when I go full screen, I have way too much crap behind me. Still unpacking, by the way, so sorry for the super echoey room and unfinished backdrop, but it is getting there. Thank you so much, Adjacent Culture, for sending me this little article. This is kind of interesting. Star Wars Resistance, Hasbro's next financial loss hits store shelves. I love how they put that. You know it's true. Also, I wanted to take a look at these, and look how cheap they look. Like, this barely looks like it's a different shade of plastic. It looks so. This, you know, who is this? Major Red Dong. Who cares? I don't know who you are. Oh, this is I've seen this one, the Force for Diversity, Rey, that looks like just a giant big head Barbie. Not a fun looking doll. Like, you know, when I was a little girl, you would probably see behind me, I liked the My Little Ponies, like the 80s ones. I'm an 80s baby. I liked Hot Looks dolls, I liked My Little Ponies, and I liked Gem and the Hologram stuff. Barbies and this type of stuff I probably wouldn't have bought. I probably would have wanted to play with the same stuff the boys wanted. Especially with the Star Wars stuff, like the AT-ATs and the you know, just all of the cool, you know, the Millennium Falcon toys and like the giant, oh man, they had some good stuff. They had some really cool stuff. The Ewok Village. Now you got me thinking Star Wars toys. I wouldn't have played with this. I really wouldn't have. and oh yeah, they look so cheap. Why are they so cheapy? Like this looks like stuff that you would see in a knockoff store or the dollar store, like the McFrugals and the Tuesday mornings and the who's this guy, Johnny Smirky Face? I don't know. Why does he? Okay, that looked like a sandwich. This really looked like a sandwich with lettuce. No, I guess it's his helmet. That's the color of bread with like green lettuce sticking out. Sure, whatever. Kaz? Oh yeah, I know you're Johnny Smirky Face. I can't pronounce your name. I'm not gonna try. We have Tracer from Overwatch, I guess, because we really needed Tracer from Overwatch. Who's this guy? Johnny Smugface. Oh, and he's got a BB-8. How cute. Oh, that's Poe. That doesn't even look like Poe. That doesn't even look like the picture. Doesn't. Oh God, that's bad. Why? These don't look good. These look so cheap. Do these even bend? I guess they do. And they want $8 a piece for that? Or do they? I mean, the arms don't bend. Okay, the arms don't bend. Ooh, a gold stormtrooper. Just like the Cylons. We had gold Cylons back in the day and old Battlestar Galactica. I think one of the movies brought them back too. So this is the Cylon Trooper. That's what I'm naming him. Who are you? I don't know who this guy is. This guy looks like he's a Jamaican bobsled guy. He looks like he's high. What kind of droid is this? Okay, that's just a trash can with a hat. Purple chick. See, she looks like she could be like a purple avatar. Sort of. What are the avatar? The Na'vi? That's what she looks like. She looks like a purple version of that. So maybe from like the different side of the planet. Who are you? Sinara San. All right, we got to read this article now. I've looked at all the crappy toys. They don't look good. Oh my God. It's not been an easy year for the embattled Star Wars brand. Since the highly divisive Star Wars The Last Jedi, the poor box office performance of Solo, A Star Wars Story, the first official flop in franchise history, the degeneration of the dissatisfied members of the fandom by Lucasfilm and their entertainment media lapdogs, and the subsequent, no, not too many ands, full-on revolt of insulted fans, aka the fandom menace, Star Wars licensees can't seem to catch much of a break. No, we can't. Hey, at least they're acknowledging that we are the insulted fans. Who is this Toy Wizards? Okay, we're Toy Wizards. Neat. I think Toy Wiz is a brand. Toy Wiz you can buy stuff from, so Toy Wizards probably isn't related or affiliated. But no, we can't catch much of a break. We really can't. Once a seemingly bulletproof brand, The now Lucasless Star Wars seems to be floundering without a clear vision. Determined to seek a new audience, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, cocksure over the success of The Force Awakens box office, told the New York Times, "I don't feel that I have a responsibility to cater in some way. I would never just seize on saying, well, this is a franchise that's appealing primarily to men for many, many years, and therefore I owe men something." Maybe you do. Maybe you do, you dumb bitch. Oh, God, Kathleen Kennedy. Are you that out of touch? Oh, fucking Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, oh, yeah. Welcome to my channel. I call Kathleen Kennedy a dumb bitch sometimes. Because she is. It's incredible how quickly tomorrow's burgeoning revolution can turn into today's wet fart. This is my new favorite newspaper or internet paper. I like these guys. These guys are fun. While there is no doubt the new films have probably picked up new fans, it seems counterintuitive to engage in language that antagonizes and insults fans who have long supported the films and, more importantly, purchased the merchandise. The danger of breaking a fan's collecting habit is that once it's gone, it's very difficult to lure them back. And if the new audience you're courting to doesn't materialize, you've shot yourself in the foot. Yeah, pretty much. I couldn't have put it better. A "we don't want you" attitude towards an existing fan base is especially detrimental to the many, many companies who have purchased licenses to produce Star Wars toys and products. Enter Hasbro, longtime producer for action figures and toys for the Star Wars brand. Since 1995, Hasbro has enjoyed a profitable relationship with Lucasfilm, producing action figures that began with well-received Power of the Force line. For almost 2 decades, Star Wars was once again ruled the highly desirable category of boys' action, from the much maligned prequels to the well-received The Clone Wars TV series. Generally well-received, Disney's first Star Wars film, The Force Awakens, seemed to suggest the franchise was going to enter a new golden age. Collectors snapped up the initial assortments, and once the film hit, parents who were late to the party struggled to find figures of the film's lead protagonist, Rey. This led to an enormous assumption that the figure was underproduced, and launched the "Where's Rey" hashtag on social media. Production and distribution eventually caught up to the demand, and enough Rey figures were produced that every kid and every collector could have multiple. Slowly, the initial panic over there not being enough figures to go around led to an oversaturation of toy product, and Star Wars began to find itself exploring a bold new galaxy it seldom had before. The discount chain. Well, that's where these ugly-ass dolls come in. Fast forward to The Last Jedi. Despite many critics and friendly review sites hailing the film as the second coming of The Empire Strikes Back, fans and general audiences were quite divided on the film. I actually said Rogue One is probably my favorite since Empire. But hey, whatever. Not Last Jedi. Oh, no, not Last Jedi. Fans and general audiences were quite divided on the film and voiced their feelings, as fandom often does, on social media. Perhaps caught unaware after the largely positive reaction to The Force Awakens and Rogue One, Lucasfilm reacted the only way entertainment companies seem to know how in 2018, by denigrating the fandom who had long poured money into their coffers. Well, yeah, I mean, they're following the same footsteps as Ghostbusters 2016, which I always say was probably the ground zero of a lot of this shit. Yeah, they do that. Which brings us to the present, as Hasbro is still smarting from the retail failure of their Last Jedi and Solo lines, and the Forces of Destiny, hitting the clearance aisle along with every other Star Wars branded item imaginable, launches its new line of Star Wars Resistance figures. Hopefully they're only getting like maybe one per. That's what it's really looking like. They just got one case in. They only ordered one, and then they had their little planogram set up. I used to work retail. They had their planogram set up to have one per figure or something. It looks like, I don't know. Well, maybe not, because the prices look a little different here. So you got $14.99 and $7.99. They would probably all be $7.99. Based on the latest Star Wars animated series, Resistance follows the trials and triumphs of the titular hero of Disney's trilogy and has been received with a level of fan indifference you could probably expect at this point. You know, like Johnny Smirkface here. Resistance may well be a solid show. I admittedly haven't seen it. Neither have I. I only watched the trailer and it looked kind of cringe. And I don't know anyone who's talking about it, but it faces the uphill battle of being released in a climate where a large percentage of their fan base is disinterested at best or outwardly hostile at worst. It doesn't help that the Resistance is set in perhaps the least popular time frame of the franchise, where watered-down rebellion is fighting a fourth-rate empire that The Last Jedi made look more like Keystone Cops than a credible threat. Yeah, well, with all the Three Stooges pratfalls and stupid jokes, yeah, they weren't very good. Resistance could well prove to be the series that fleshes out the conflict in the films the way the Clone Wars did for the much maligned prequels, but the brand is so embattled at this point that even the news of a second season dropping a hit with more of a wet thud than a thunderous applause. Why is Tracer in here? Toradoza. Oh, fuck. Another challenge Hasbro faces with Resistance and the Star Wars brand in general is the price point. $7.99 for the 3.75-inch basic figures with 5 points of articulation, and $14.99 for the deluxe figures with barely any additional accessories. Oh, they are supposed to be like that. Oh, no. No, that's bad. That's stupid. It is not an attractive buy-in to a brand that everyone knows will be hitting Ross's, Ollie's, and Five Below within 6 months. That is true. Don't forget Big Lots. Don't forget Dollar General, Tuesday mornings, all of the above. Even if you are a hardcore fan that still buys the figures, you can wait it out and get everything you want at a drastically reduced price. That is kind of where we were at with the Yokai Watch collecting as well, which is another failed Disney Hasbro sort of merchandise thing. And that's largely why I'm not posting a review for these figures. First of all, you can tell everything you need to know about from looking at the figures. A figure that has 5 points of articulation holds a little mystery. And while I do like the bright colors and the white backgrounds of the packaging, especially after living with the awful Black Series packaging for so long, I still couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger on these figures. They'll be choking the TJ Maxx by the summertime. I mean, you're talking to someone who paid 3 cents a figure for the solo Black Series figures. I know when to wait for a bargain. Yes, Deuce, yes. Yes. Oh, it is well known that the Star Wars Master Toy license is up for grabs in 2020. And Mattel has been making noise about looking to obtain it. I think Mattel might do a better job. I don't know, they might. This will likely keep the licensing fee fairly high for the franchise at the time that Hasbro should be asking for a discount. With the movie lines largely tarnished, it'll be up to Hasbro to decide if TV shows on Disney's streaming service, such as Jon Favreau's The Mandalorian and the Cassian Andor Intergalactic Man of Mystery, are going to move product and bid on licenses accordingly. For Mattel, it will be a question of how much money can they lose on another product line, since even if they were getting Star Wars at the best of times, they're currently a company that can't find their ass even with their hand in their back pockets. I like the way this person writes. This person is very, very fun. I like your writing style. You're very, very fun. Oh. I'm probably pushing some weird button. Oh, I think I'm pushing my button on my keyboard. New desk, forgive me. It's going to be an interesting year for Star Wars Disney, banking heavily on the Galaxy's Edge, the new Star Wars land of the theme parks, which were perhaps unfortunately now not based around the beloved original trilogy, but Disney's own trilogy before Kathleen Kennedy allowed Rian Johnson to fly it straight into an asteroid field. We'll soon find out if J.J. Abrams can salvage the debacle of The Last Jedi with the as yet untitled Episode 9, and whether the Mandalorian and Cassian Andor, a character whose figure peg warmed in its own right, have legs. Yeah, I guess seeing so many of the Cassian Andor, there we go. I was gonna make it bigger again. So many of the Cassian Andor figures just everywhere. Oh my god. He's not even that likable. I don't care about him. Do you guys care about Cassian Andor? I don't care about him that much. He was one of the better characters from the new Disney movie. I was gonna say new trilogy. Rogue One isn't the trilogy. Oh man. So what do you guys think? Do you think these figures look good? I don't think they look that interesting. I mean, it's not so much even Hasbro's design. A lot of it is just the character design of the show. It looks kind of stupid. They look a little cringy, and why do they have Tracer? don't know. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. What have you renamed these figures? I am MechaRandom42, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching! If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!